I hid my dad's will for a week and watched him sign everything over to her. He pushed the last page across the table, patted her hand, and winked like nothing important had happened. I slid the folder under my jacket before anyone could notice and walked out with my palms buzzing. I told myself I was protecting him from a mistake. For the first 2 days, I was proud, smug even. I made coffee, answered his calls with easy laughter, and kept the folder under my bed like a dangerous secret. Then he started making plans. Weekend trips, renovations. He sold his pickup and bought 2 tickets to a play he'd never have gone to before. He called my sister to ask her not to come by as often because I'd like some quiet. My mom cried in the kitchen and said he was changing. I told myself it was just grief giving way to stubbornness. By day 5, the house felt foreign. My sister accused me of hoarding the documents. My mom begged me to give them back. A lawyer's letter landed in the mailbox. Someone had filed a notice to probate. I imagined red stamps, courtrooms, and my father furious, and the panic finally pushed my courage into action. I planned to slip the folder back on a slow afternoon when they were all at the park. My hands shook as I opened it, but the first thing I saw wasn't his signature. It was a printed note in his handwriting. "If you're reading this, you found the draft. Good." Under that was a USB stick taped to the page. I pressed play and heard his voice, thin but steady. He said he'd expected me to try to control things, that hiding the papers would have bought me nothing but the illusion of power. The real will had been executed 5 years earlier, in a trust I couldn't touch. The papers I took were a decoy he'd kept on purpose. A test. "I wanted to see if you'd choose money over us," he said. "You failed the test, but I know why." The twist wasn't that I'd ruined his future. It was that he knew me well enough to trap my worst instinct and still forgive me. I cried in his empty living room, not because I'd been right to hide the folder, but because the person I tried to control had been teaching me how not to be him.